The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
Welcome to ReviewParty.com. I'm Brent.
I'm Matt.
This is the only show on the internet that reviews reviews. That's right, my co-host is holding me at gunpoint. He handed me the script. He said, say the reviews line.
Say it!
Or else.
We gotta do it!
We gotta do it. That sounded like someone's bad Seinfeld impression. Like, you're not even doing an impression of George, you're just doing an impression of Seinfeld. We gotta do it, Jerry! We gotta do the reviews line.
It's what the people expect. So, bad impersonations on this show. And reviews.
Reviewing reviews. Funny? Italicized question mark?
Correct.
Correctamundo. We got some funnies. I got a hot review to start it off, but perhaps you do as well.
No,
what are you feeling?
Hit me with that heat, man.
Bring in some heat? All right, this is for nothing hotter than the old Green Globber Drain Clog Dissolver, 31 ounce from Amazon.
Green Globber, you said?
The brand is Green Globber.
Okay.
It is a Drano-like brand.
Yes.
To really give you a visual, of course it has, the bottle is green. It has a graphic of a drain with all types of nasties in it. Getting hit. It says stinks through standing water.
Nice.
The green glob is penetrating, and it says Green Globber Drain Clog Dissolver. And Green Gobbler.
Okay.
Have I been saying globber?
You said globber.
My name is cooler.
This boy. Okay.
This is the Green Gobbler. But we're going to keep saying Green Globber.
Okay.
Anyway. The homie, whose name is, quote, shops a lot. Shops a lot. It's spelled like Lancelot, but for shopping.
That's awesome.
They title their review, Thank You Amazon for ref to this product. Had a tub clog that did drain, just very slowly. Clog was located 7 cups down the drain.
What?
Was looking at various things on Amazon. A mini plunger, didn't work. Little plastic serrated tips to poke down into the drain to pull out the clog. Couldn't reach the clog. Was looking at mini augers, but 1/4 wouldn't fit the slightly less than 1/4 openings in the removable drain grate. Got an email from Amazon suggesting the Green Gobbler product. Took a look at the various options, read the reviews for the double flush product. Bought it. Bought 2 just in case. The day it arrived, read all instructions, freaking out a little about what to do if you got it on you or in you.
What?
Open one side of the container, no mess, no fuss. Poured it into the drain, again no mess, no fuss, and no odor. Closed the bathroom door for the night. Bright and early the next morning, turned on the tub faucet a little. Turned it up and up again. Water kept running down like gangbusters. Hadn't drained this well in years. 5 stars.
Holy cow, when was the last time you cleaned your drain, dude? What?
Yeah.
Also, water has emotions, water has feeling, water's like, I am personified, and I'm going down this drain like gangbusters. Let's go. Let's get this capillary action going down the tubes.
That sentence, like gangbusters, has me thinking about like the proper grammatical way to use the term gangbusters, and it really is just hurting my head.
I guarantee it has never until this review come up in a sentence that also contains draining a clogged pipe. Gangbusters.
like gangbusters. Gangbusters is like, that's like a sale, right? The gangbuster sale, and everyone's breaking down the doors to get to the sale.
Yeah, they're getting in there
The
like
water
gangbusters.
couldn't get into the pipe fast enough. That's what they're saying.
Let's go.
Get in there. We gotta get in there. Yeah, the water hates being in the tub. It loves being in the drain after you use the green gobblers.
But to be honest, I sympathize with the water. I wouldn't want to be in this tub if I know what kind of nasties are floating around that's clogging up this guy's tub.
Yeah.
Shops a lot.
It hasn't drained this well in years. It hasn't been clean this well in years, dude.
I cringed. I'm picturing him using the little poker to get at the clog of hair and mucus and snot. And when it gets like that, it just gets, it's a bio mess. It's nasty.
Oh, yeah. It's just like the hair becomes swamp moss.
Yes. So gross.
But there's no nutrients in there. Just hell. Just hatred.
Yes.
And sadness.
And you need chemicals to destroy it, to eradicate all that.
So you need man-made, harsh chemicals to simply... gangbusters, as
Shut
they say.
the door chemicals. This trademark.
Yeah, that really got me. Like, they were like, they don't want to know what's going on in there.
You don't want to see this, son. Shut the door. It's like dealing with a mob. Shut the door. You're going to hear some things.
It's a secret. It's like, you can't, it's like, I can only turn invisible if you're not looking at me.
Oh, right.
It's like, you don't, you can't know. The magic spell will be ruined if you don't let Pandora's box shake up for at least a night in there.
The one other thing that stuck out about this is his concern with either getting the harsh caustic chemicals on him and or in him.
Right. Made me pause. Do
you accidentally ever get toxic things in you?
Not my lifetime.
Either.
I've accidentally. Okay, it does make me think. I was once spraying a CD or perhaps a PlayStation 1 disc down with CD cleaner.
Okay.
Just I don't know what's in it, but alcohol-like spray.
Sure.
You get the special little cloth and clean it, and it works in your old PlayStation a little better. And the first two pumps of the spray, nothing came out. So, of course, I turned it at my eye and pumped it in order to see what was happening. And it went from 0 to 100. I got the full blast in the old eye.
Oh.
That left me squealing.
Okay, yeah.
So, that's pretty close, but the phrasing definitely is sort of...
Yeah, I've gotten the compressed air...
Oops.
Shot in my face. And they added that chemical or whatever to it to make it taste bad, so you don't use it as a drug, kids. It was just my high school girlfriend. May she rest in peace. My high school girlfriend thought it would be fun to spray me in the face with compressed air, and it got in my mouth, and yeah, it tasted bad. But obviously that wasn't my mistake, my little oopsie. Of, oh no, the toxins got inside me. This guy, he just thinks he'll be sitting around and he'll sneak right in his mouth.
It makes me seem like he's looking at the camera smiling I wonder what would happen if it got in me.
Oh. So he's just desperate for attention.
And looking, if nothing bad happens if it gets in him, he might just give it a shot.
Give it a little bit more, yeah.
We need a little bit more.
A little clean out his little clog.
Oh. Oh, no. I need another review after that
Gangbusters. All right, we want to review.
Yes. Yes.
Let me see where I want to go with this. I am going to take us to the Gateway Arch, the famed arch in St. Louis.
St. Scrubus.
On the Illinois side, there was originally a plan to make arches on both sides, in Missouri and Illinois.
So you could teleport between them.
Yeah, exactly. That never happened. I didn't look into why. But on the Illinois side, they do, like, not the whole time throughout the day because it would be super wasteful. But at certain points in the day, they have this huge water jet that shoots up in an arc at the exact same, like, angle and height to kind of wink at the people who know.
A little wink.
I bet that would
could
clean me
have
out.
been a monument here. Instead, we got some water.
Which is fine. Anyway, this Google review for the Gateway Arch is written by Grant Deppenthal. And Grant writes, St. Loopy Love City is what the boys and I call it. Growing up in both Normandy and Kirkwood, you come to realize that this is more than just a city. It is a community. As, quote, Tupac said, let me introduce everyone to the Wild Wild West. Heart emoji. With the legalization of marijuana, you will see Saint Love rise. Heart emoji. With the buy one, get one free mentally, I propose we garden the inner city. We should pay taxes to the local government, but also have free handouts just as much to keep this good city growing. Long live the grocery stores and good people. Also, the freedom to do the right thing always. Heart emoji. Long live the good old St. Loopy Loop Love City that raised me and the girls who keep me from going crazy. Heart emoji. 5 stars.
I think most reviews that are a little off, a little funny in style, in writing style, you could say, you just have to take at face value. You know, they might leave you guessing, what's up with this guy?
Right.
Or what? Perhaps you might ask, what is this person on?
They leave us with a few questions.
Yeah, no questions here. We know exactly what this fella's into, what he's got going on, what makes him see the world in the way that he does.
Yeah, Grant is feeling good. And we know why.
We know exactly why. Bill passing in and around St. Louis that gave them access to this funny little plant. And apparently, I wonder if there's a lot of dispensaries around the arch. I wonder if there's one in the arch. How long until that happens?
Yeah, you gotta get in this claustrophobic little elevator and ride your way up to the dispensary. But then, man, what you see up there, man, whoa. For like miles.
Yeah, you take a scary elevator ride to the top, and then you take stuff at the top that makes you not want to get back in the scary elevator. You're too paranoid.
Meanwhile, the poor rangers up there, like, oh, more people need to get up here. We can't. You're gonna have to leave.
You want people to go to the top of your arch? Hey, I got something you can put up there that will attract people in mass.
Actually, I mean,
according to Screwy Louie, out of the St. Louis Happy Time March, he changed its name like 4 times.
I know he did. He's thrown down all the local lingo. Makes me feel like I'm the local guide here.
Wow, what a wonderful review to impart that feeling upon you. Very highbrow stuff.
It's brow stuff, at the very least.
Low, high, I couldn't tell you. It's brow at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
What if someone had 2... You ever see pictures of ladies with eyebrows that they didn't draw on quite right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you get those Ronald McDonald St. Louis arch eyebrows drawn on your face. That would be unfortunate.
That would be, yes.
After you try the plant that this guy's trying out, that's the kind of eyebrows you get permanently.
This one is on the Missouri side, and then this one is the Illinois side, and it goes all the way down to your tear duct.
Yeah.
Because it's water.
You know, there's a lot of euphemisms for someone being high, right?
Yes.
So someone's stoned, someone's squinty-eyed, things
Baked.
like that. What I say when the homie looks a little like he's showing, I say, man, you got them St. Louis arch eyebrows, man.
What? You're arching, man.
You're Archibald Lewis over there, bro. All right.
Give me a review.
I got a review here for McCormick Grill Mates Montreal steak seasoning.
Oh, love it.
We got a pack of 12 for when you're making a lot of steak.
Holy cow.
This is a customer review from Amazon. It is written by Mr. Dead. He's a Vine voice, if you can believe it.
Hey.
They titled their review, Glory. I've spent an entire summer with my Blackstone griddle, just cooking everything and tormenting the entire neighborhood with incredible food smells. I've had it for a few summers now and I love it. But this was the first summer with this seasoning. It's like a good upgrade. I've been pouring it all over everything. But the true glory arrived in its Amazon box one day. The true glory arrived in an Amazon box one day when I got one of those hamburger patty makers. We added this to the meat as we made them up. Can I say porn in an Amazon review? We're about to find out, because this seasoning turned a normal hamburger into a food porn festival.
Oh boy.
Don't question this seasoning. Just buy it. 5 stars.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Absolutely nothing he said was wrong. That's the stuff, man. Oh.
This is one of the reviews you agree with wholeheartedly and you hate yourself for it.
Yes, I mean, since this pandemic started, I've been running 2 miles every day, and this summer, people have been grilling out, and it's right like at the tail end of my run when I'm in the most dense neighborhood-esque area, and I smell,
Sure.
I'm like, oh dang, someone's got chicken, someone's got chops, someone's got burgers, and it takes everything within my willpower, all I got, to just keep running. And I think, you know what, in 5 minutes I probably won't be hungry anymore.
You can almost smell the Montreal steak seasoning from here. In your mind's eye, the chops, the steak, the chicken, but you know what seasoning's on each one and every one of them.
I can see myself in their backyard. I'm like, oh, you little bit of teriyaki on that chicken? Ooh, pass over a paper plate. Ooh, firm paper plates, too.
You know the trick when you're going somewhere that's really smelly, and so you put Vicks Vapor Rub on your upper lip?
Oh?
To shield
ward
yourself from, to ward off the bad smells. You could do that with this Montreal steak seasoning.
Oh,
you know, and then while you're running, it'll be blocking out the delicious grill smell with more delicious grill smell. Maybe that doesn't help at all.
I'm really cooking. Oh yeah, that would change everything.
Be careful if you get stranded with another runner in the middle of nowhere. The Bugs Bunny seeing you as a steak, a cartoon steak steaming, would happen a lot faster.
They'll be licking their lips for one reason. I'll be licking mine for another, just to remove any extra seasoning. Get rid of it.
That's true. You need a little buzz, a little sugar rush while you're running. You just take a swipe with the old tongue at the steak seasoning. The steak. I was gonna say the Steak Mate Grill Montreal seasoning.
There's no finer for your food porn needs.
Food porn, an entire festival of food porn.
I mean, burgers, food porn. He's got to have a lot of toppings. You know, you gotta dress those patties up if this is a food porn festival. Smell is just one thing in the world of food porn. Or
you could say dress them down, depending on what kind of food porn.
You could certainly say that.
Now, I guess even at a food porn festival, there are rules in place. You just can't have naked steaks, naked meat running around.
It's not palatable.
Unless it's got that steak seasoning. Then it is extremely palatable.
Oh, give
me a review.
This is tasteful. All right. I have a book review here. that wasn't sent to me by a friend of me and the show, but here's a fun little tidbit. This is a review for a book written by a friend of me and the show.
Oh.
Author Emily Bleeker. This is an Amazon review of her book, The Waiting Room. I've read a couple of her books, and she's multi-time published author. She's very talented. But obviously, to each their own. Not everyone's going to love every single book, even if a lot of people do. So she doesn't know I'm doing this, but she shared this review with me before we even started this podcast, actually. And it's great. So, Amazon review for The Waiting Room from Melissa Z. Melissa titles her review, "Very depressing," in all caps, followed by about 10 exclamation points. Beware. And writes, "This book was not only wordy, boring, and highly depressing and sad. If you are struggling with depression, it will get worse by reading this book. This book is so sad, and it becomes even sadder at the end. The most sad and depressing book I have ever read. I am an avid reader and love psychological thrillers. Please don't read if you have any sort of depression. It is really a dark, sad book. Nothing happy comes out of it. Not a glimpse of happiness, but maybe for 1 second, and then you realize the truth, which is even sadder. This book is so toxic, I threw it out. I would not want anyone to feel such sadness from a book. Even if a book is sad, it should offer a glimpse of hope. The character was also extremely unlikable. Everyone was unlikable in this book. I always have to finish books no matter how bad. This one takes the cake. 1 star.
So there's a lot to unpack from that little...
Yeah, mini rant.
Yeah. The two things that are at the top of my mind is, one, what else would a book be other than wordy?
Yeah.
That's really, by definition, books are wordy.
This book is pagey. It's very, very spacey. It's marginal.
This book is blanky. I don't know if you... Yeah, marginally. Too many margins here for me. I think you want a wordy book.
Yeah.
You know? I think you want a book with words in it. Aplenty.
Please.
That's sort of what you're going for.
Unless it's a picture book.
And the other thing is, by this description, I'm something of a writer myself. I've certainly studied the words of a lot of writers I respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I think someone like Kurt Vonnegut, my favorite writer, he would say, what a wonderful book review. I want to read this book immediately.
Yeah.
This is great. The characters are irredeemable and everything's totally shrouded in darkness and a lack of hope. What a great book.
Yeah. I mean, if you evoke this drastic of a response, you've made a statement with your book. You've made something memorable, I would dare say.
Yeah, this is... You punch this. This lady's never going to forget any of this. She forced herself. I mean, she finished the book.
Yeah.
You got it. You have to like it in some type of way in order to finish it.
Oh, exactly. I
don't like a book, I'm not really reading it, right? I might be like going over the words in the pages, but my brain is daydreaming about something else.
I recently bought a book. It's a book, but it's a play. And it's based on a fictional neighborhood in Chicago. And this is perfect for me. I'm a quote theater boy, and I like reading. I buy something. It's Chicago. Look at me. It's perfect. And I read like 1 page because the way it's written is the dialogue. Every single line of dialogue is overlapping. So there's like the playwright uses very specific punctuation for when the overlapping sentences are supposed to start. But when you're reading it, you can't start the next person's sentence until you finish the sentence you're reading.
So the entire affect is lost upon a reader.
This may be a great play, but I can't make myself read it because I can't make sense of what's going on, and I'm not going to read it. So maybe I'll remember it for that reason, but it's like...
It just is what it is.
Melissa powered through something she felt was pure black and darkness.
And she, and that emotional resonance is going to stick with her. And to me, that's what you want from a book. You want, like, thick emotional resonance that sticks with you.
It's a good book.
Yeah, that's, like, I just couldn't disagree more with this review. I haven't read the book. I trust you. I'll take your word that this is a great book written by a great author. Either way, if I can walk away from a book with that deep of an impact on me, I don't think my time was wasted.
No, not at all.
This book got me thinking.
Yeah.
This book got the wheels churning at the very least.
What art is supposed to do.
This book made my brain into butter, and it was the stick by which I churned. So sign me up.
Yeah. So hey, Emily, you done all right. We got your back.
You made this person miserable. Great job. Awesome book. What's the name of the book again?
The name of the book is The Waiting Room. By Emily Bleeker.
The Waiting Room by Emily Bleeker. Go get... Hey, you won't be waiting long for your depression to flare up after you read this one. How's that for a tagline?
You'll feel worse than you have in a long time. But no, I fully buy into that. I love scary movies because I love being scared. Haunted houses, same thing. I love feeling things like that. 1984, I love it because it torments me emotionally.
Exactly.
I go from such exalting heights to getting gut punched when I hear that little goat-like voice of what's his name, Robertson Anderson, that dickhead. Oh, I'm a bad guy the whole time. Like, you son of a gun.
I love watching a good sad movie. I love catharsis. I can eat it like dinner. You know what I mean? Yes. I love just...
Make yourself sick.
Getting wrecked, being beside myself because the events taking place before me have such dark and dripping resonance that I just lose it. What a great movie that would be. And also, to your point, I don't like feeling scared. I don't like scary movies. But you don't see me being like, this is the scariest movie I ever saw. I hated it. Watch the whole thing.
Don't watch. Yeah.
I'll just pass. I'll just,
check out.
Or if I'm watching one and I'm like, this is too much. This is not what I'm into. I'm happy to walk away. And that's only a 2-hour commitment, not an 18-hour commitment.
No kidding. Melissa, you're lying to yourself.
Something's off here, and we're on to you. All right, this isn't our first review rodeo. We're experts by now.
We've rode around.
We haven't played. I wonder what a review party is going to be like when we put in our 10,000 hours of review partying.
Oh boy!
When we're review masters, we'll read a review and we'll know their birthday. We'll know how many siblings they have. We'll be like the Sherlock Holmes of reviews.
Gotcha.
We'll just walk in a room, see a review. We'll know that they're in the military, that they were trained as a boxer, and then we can reveal what it was. Oh yeah, the scuffs on your arm reveal. Anyway, we're gonna study some reviews. We're gonna meditate on some reviews to get closer to that review master.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second half of the episode, and welcome to a special feature segment. Brent recently watched a YouTube video, which is really odd for Brent to do, and he saw something interesting.
I've poisoned my mind with YouTube all day, every day, honestly.
Do you want to tell our friends, the audience, what this video was and what it was about?
Yeah, this is a video by Twitch streamer SFan, or his highlight channel or whatever, and it said naming 50 of the 150 or new challenge, naming the original Pokemon harder than you think, and it was the challenge. It said name 50 of the original 150 Pokemon. The video made it very clear, harder than you think. And I just scoffed at it. I did not watch the video because I did not want to be impure for this challenge, because I immediately thought, this is going to be so easy. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. Obviously, it's easy for me. Matt's
I'm a pretty big fan.
You're a pretty big fan? Yeah, pretty decent fan of Pokemon. I was like, we got this. We got this, no problem. And so I want to do it on there.
I've done this off air. I gave myself 10 minutes because the guy's video was 10 minutes long. And yeah, we'll see where you fare, Brent.
Yeah, we're going to give myself 10 minutes. It's not going to be a real time 10 minutes for you, listener. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of dead air. I'm going to be phasing out in the edit room. Making an enjoyable listening experience for you.
Some chipmunk voice.
We'll add some chipmunk voices, add some reverb. It's going to get crazy. I just turned 616. Matt's going to tally for me. Should I get started?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Here we go. Bulbasaur, Venusaur, Ivysaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, Pikachu, Raichu, Pidgeotto. That was out of order, for the record, for those keeping track. Nidoran, male, Nidorino, Nidoking. Nidoran, female, Nidorina, Nidoqueen, Mankey Primate, Dodrio, Doduo, I'm getting ahead of myself, Spearow, Fearow, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Clefairy, Clefable, Zubat, Golbat, Geodude, Golem, Graveler, again out of order, I apologize. I skipped Viridian Forest. I got Pikachu and Raichu though, but Caterpie, Kakuna, that was really out of order. Okay, let's do Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill.
These are really easy for tallying, thank you.
No problem. Where am I
at? You're 43 or so.
Whew, yeah. Easy. Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, Victory Bell, Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. That one sounds cool when you say them together. Sheesh. So that's like the Pokemon around Misty's gym. Then you go down to Dugtrio and Diglett. Mankey Primate are there. Snorlax. A Machamp. Machoke, Machop. Did that reverse. Onyx. Cubone, Marowak. Ghastly, Gengar, Haunter. For some reason, I'm putting that second stage in the third stage spot. But I had to hit the 50, right? Should I just keep going? Should I flex?
Keep going.
Let's see what I can do. Vulpix, Ninetales, Growlithe, Arcanine, Porygon, Eevee, Vaporeon. Oh, what can what's the shocky one? In the cartoon, it didn't say its name. It just went. Jolteon and Flareon. And then you go down to Fuchsia, Ditto, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Venonat, Venomoth, Scyther, Pinsir, Chansey, Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. Oh, man. See, now it's getting down. Now we're Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres. We'll just knock some of those out. Mew, Mewtwo, Electabuzz, Magmar, Coughing, Wheezing, Arbok, Ekans, Tentacool, Lapras, Dugong, Seal, Tangela, Drowsy, Hypno, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee. I'm getting down to the wire here. Am I close to 100?
105.
105. Oh, but there's still that 45. Meowth and Persian, Voltorb, Electrode. Oh, the Aerodactyl, Omnimite, Omnistar, Kabuto, Kabutops, Slowpoke, Slowbro. Cannot forget them. Psyduck, Golduck, Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. All right, now we're back in it. We're back. We're grooving. Jinx, Sandshrew, Sandslash, Parasect, Paris. We're gonna stop there. I think that's I've squeezed it comfortably.
Okay.
If I squeeze my brain anymore, it might start to hurt.
Well,
I'm sure Kangaskhan, I missed a lot.
I'll add that. I added 2 for myself right after I clocked time, so...
Oh, okay. Right, when you clock the time, then it's like, sheesh, here's all these other ones.
Yeah.
Well, I know that wasn't the funniest segment ever, but I do feel vindicated. I do feel like the strongest content creator on the internet now. Well, how many did you do?
This is a little eerie. Because I may have missed some of yours.
Sure.
We went on some runs there. I finished with 127, added 2 right at the end.
Okay.
27. 127.
Hey! I feel like that is so respectable.
Yes, absolutely.
Like 100, almost 130 out of the original 151. What was your technique? I went by route. Like, I went through the game and sort of named the Pokemon you get. Then I, thought about gyms and different stuff like that.
Yeah. I didn't go so much through the game. I went through the original anime. I went through everything I remember taking pictures of in Pokemon Snap.
Sure.
Or that were featured in Pokemon Stadium. And a lot of it was leaning on the anime. Because it's okay.
Lickitung.
I know that Misty has these Pokemon. And there's the rest of the water Pokemon. Brock has all of these Pokemon. Officer Jenny run around with Growlithe. Chansey's work at the Pokemon Center. Just associating different things. And I guess the games, ghosts are there. If I'm in the Safari Zone, that's what's going to show up there.
Yeah, I went to, once I hit Safari Zone and my route thinking, there's so many Pokemon in the Safari Zone that, it kind of got overwhelming. Because then after Safari Zone, what's left as far as a place with new Pokemon? Not too much.
Not much. But honestly, getting 50, I'm going to say, is so easy. Because how many of those are sets of 2, sets of 3?
Yep.
Or there's a couple that are more than that. If Eevees and the Nidorans, you get, boom.
Yeah, Nidoran is easy money. It's 2 sets with the same name, basically.
So, you just need to remember one and you remember the others.
Right. And plus, you get a free 9. If you don't know the starters and their evolutions, were you even freaking born in the freaking 90s?
No kidding.
Come on. Oh, well, that was fun. I feel like it was a nice little brain exercise.
Yeah.
Nice little, let's unravel this useless information from my head. And I know I missed some easy ones, and it's not bugging me because I bowed out on top.
Yeah, I mean, they're up there in your head. They don't mind.
Yeah, they don't mind. They're chilling. They have a very comfy spot. I think I named all my favorites, though.
Yeah, when I looked and I saw I forgot Rhyhorn and Rhydon, I'm like, no big deal.
Those are the originals, though. Those are the first 2 Pokemon, or at least Rhydon's the first Pokemon design, I'm pretty sure.
Doesn't bother me.
But,
anyway, this is getting just friends talking. So
we hate that.
Let's just
hate it.
We hate it. The people don't want to hear that. They don't come for friends talking.
No, they don't come for us. They come for the hot, steamy, stinky reviews. So
yes,
just throw it at me.
I have. It's summertime. Everyone wants to go to just away from their house specifically. So I have a nice road trip review for you here. This is a review of the Wall Drug tourist location. If you've ever driven anywhere in most of the eastern United States to west, because I don't know. If you've ever driven in the western United States, you know those signs. Go to Wall Drug, go to Wall Drug. If you're driving to Yellowstone, you see the billboards. 100 miles to Wall Drug, best pie, whatever.
This is like Wall Drug is like the mystery spot is to Wisconsin as Wall Drug is to the middle western United States.
Exactly. It's like, it's crazy how many billboards you see. So, I have a Google review from Rupali Vora, and Rupali writes, "By the time I got to Wall Drug, I had been on the road for days, starting back in Michigan. Shout out. I had stared at corn for so long that for most of the drive through Nebraska, I'd considered crashing my car into a nearby field just to break the monotony. Starting a few hours before Wall, my traveling companion, a friend of years, finally cracked, and she rotated between aimlessly howling and gesturing vaguely into the distance, quietly mumbling, 'Big mountain.' For literally hundreds of miles, what is Wall Drug? Billboards filled the barren landscape. When we finally crested that hill and saw the store, it was everything we could have hoped for and more. Maybe we ran over a fellow tourist or two in our excitement to park. I know we didn't care. We were at Wall Drug. We were safe. And for that blessed hour of wandering the gift shops and cafeteria, we were home. 5 stars."
Wow, she doesn't even really explain
what it
was. She just sort of she went to the Mecca.
Yeah.
She had a religious experience.
She took us on the journey. Because that's what it's about, right?
A lot of blanks to fill in here. I feel like the narrative just got started when they started seeing the Wall Drug signs. If they're already freaking out and they're being pelted mentally in their weak state with Wall Drugs, it starts getting like beyond subliminal. Like just shaking, foaming at the mouth. Wall Drug. Wall Drug.
Yeah, it's like a little demon on your shoulder every 10 miles. Wall Drug.
Before you're saying it, you're saying Wall Drug back to the demon.
Yes, you have to give in to your temptation.
You and 1,000 imps are in your car chanting Wall Drug, Wall Drug.
They're pressing the pedal down faster and faster. Ooh, through Nebraska. Through. Oh, there's Wyoming. Oh, my goodness.
There's Wall Drug. Wall Drug! Running people over. The blood spraying all over. You don't even notice. All you see is Wall Drug.
All you see is that free, cool water.
And then what are the gift shops like? What was that experience like? That's what I want to know.
I can talk from personal experience.
Do they crawl around on the ceiling using their prehensile tongues to grab and peruse merchandise?
Yes, everyone is in fact a demon by the time you step in. But it makes eating ice cream cones so much more engaging.
Well, wouldn't it be cool to wrap your giant lizard tongue around an ice cream cone like completely and then just like crush it? Big ice cream gusher.
Yes. And it drips from your mouth, your cold jaws, between your serrated teeth.
Past your fangs, your big tusks.
Like, hey, everybody, smile for a family picture.
Everyone's got those red eyes. Let's put the red eye on here. Is it just gift shops and a cafeteria? Is it just a big oasis?
It's kind of a big oasis near Yellowstone. The big thing is that there's free cold water, which maybe 80 years ago was a big deal, but it's still like a gimmick. I mean, you find stones and shiny rocks. You can buy all sorts of very local-esque, Western-esque things in some stores. There was a big animatronic.
Local.
Yeah, exactly. a big T-Rex that roared like every 10 minutes. That was cool.
I love a T-Rex. I love a roar.
And then just little spinny things full of dinky license plates and all that sort of stuff. Like, oh, my name on that thing. My name on that thing.
Tourist gift shop.
Kind of. But there was an ice cream and cafeteria. I got an ice cream cone.
Is it a food court or a cafeteria?
God. I'm going to have to reach back into the reptile part of my brain to answer that.
That's what this episode's all about. Digging deep.
It was more like cafeteria. Not like big bunch of tables, but various spots to get food. I guess kind of food court-y.
But every place was generic.
Yeah, as I recall.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that. I mean, it is what it is.
You go to say you went
5-star, but I don't know if I'm that sold on the old wall drug.
That's all. You go to say you went and to pick up a bumper sticker that said you went to Wall Drug.
Mystery Spot at least has like a funny museum filled with gags and goofs and gaffes and visual illusions. You drive up to Mystery Spot, there's an upside down building greeting you.
That's cool stuff.
Cool stuff. You go to Wall Drug. I guess we just built different here in Wisconsin. Our attractions go off. We have to. We don't got any freaking Yellowstone national parks. We just got corn. Exactly what she was driving away from.
Yep.
I got a review here.
Let's hear it.
This review is for none other than the cinematic masterpiece Shrek.
Okay.
Which, according to Amazon, is by Mike Myers. Shrek on DVD, or I guess Shrek in all its forms, has over 21,000 ratings on Amazon. With a 4.8 out of 5-star average.
It just makes me sad.
People love it.
I know they do.
It's a crowd pleaser.
I know it is. So I'm bracing myself.
This review is by Chance Shields. He titles it, I love this movie, but it's missing a scene. Shrek has been one of my wife's favorites since she was a kid. She had to give it 4 stars because one of her favorite scenes is missing. When Donkey first meets Shrek in the woods, she has to pause and quote the entire missing scene. Why was the scene removed? 4 stars.
I'm intrigued. I kind of want to know.
I'm just like, I'm feeling terrified that as soon as the scene was missing, she went, pause it right now.
Stop everything.
And then her eyes turned up in the back of her head and she quoted the entire scene. And then they came back down and she said, why is that scene missing? This is just 4 stars. And then they keep watching.
Yeah, that is... I don't know if you'd be that obsessive about Shrek to have to stop it. Just so everyone's clear, this is what Donkey does say.
This is the dialogue.
This is canon Shrek universe.
You can't have Shrek without the Donkey and Shrek meeting scene. So here, I will perform it for you.
Yeah, like when I went and saw Deadpool 2 in theaters and then streamed it after the fact, it was a different version. And I was like, man, I'm kind of bummed, but I'm not going to stop it and quote the jokes that were in the theatrical release. It's like, it's still a movie. I'm going to be like, it's different.
I mean, I do. That is a major scene that I think I remember, and I don't know why they removed it. That mystery is, I agree, a harsh mystery to solve, but the bigger mystery is, how can you be with this person who did this cringy thing while you were trying to watch Shrek?
I think he's kind of cringy too. And I say that only because of the sentence. I don't know why it's striking me as weird. It probably shouldn't be. But my wife has loved this since she was a kid. Just, it hits me weird. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like
you don't know. You're getting heebie-jeebies.
Heebie-jeebies. Like he's always... I've known she's my wife since she was a child. My child wife loves Shrek. Yeah, now as an adult wife.
You're picturing like some sort of trailer trash marriage arrangement.
Yes.
From a young age. This will be your trailer princess.
She looks good. Let's give it a few years.
Birds of a feather do cringe together.
Ugh.
That reminds me, one time I went into Spencer's, and it was my fiance, Spencer's Gifts in the mall. We were looking at things in there. The posters, the t-shirts, wow.
Yes.
And we saw a couple in there. The man, all Deadpool. He had a Deadpool hat, a Deadpool shirt, a Deadpool necklace, a Deadpool pants, a Deadpool belt, Deadpool socks, Deadpool shoes, etc.
Uh-huh.
The girlfriend had a Venom hat, Venom shirt, Venom necklace, Venom undershirt, Venom jeans, Venom belt, Venom shoes, Venom socks. And guess what they're looking at? Venom and Deadpool merchandise. And they just leave their life like that. And, at least they found each other.
Yes.
I guess it makes it easy to identify each other across the room. When you're the guy in all Deadpool uniform, Deadpool outfit, and you see a girl with all Deadpool clothes across the room, you just what a great conversation starter.
If you're at the bar and you start hitting on the girl who's wearing all the Venom memorabilia, and she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm taken." You're like, "Come on, sweetheart. I'm a smoozy guy. I'm sexually harassing you right now." And then a guy in all Deadpool stuff walks up. You're like, "Oh, she was definitely telling the truth.
Right.
She is taken."
Yeah, what a power move, dude. They they're together when you see them.
Yeah.
No questions about it. It's almost intimidating.
Yeah, the stability of their relationship frightens me.
Yeah, truly like a sort of two puzzle pieces made from God's clay.
Stand down, Barbro. Stand down.
Well, look at the time.
Huh?
It's time for plugs.
Let's plug her up.
Let's plug this baby up with a little, hey, thank you, viewer, for listening. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. This is the second version of episode 57. We recorded it. It was very funny. Technical difficulties. My half of the episode didn't save. So here we are. This is the only Review Party episode ever to have a warm-up round beforehand. So I hope it was sharp. I hope it was crispy. I hope it was crispy. I hope you enjoyed it.
Christy.
Just want to let you know, new episodes every Tuesday. Wow. # Tuesday Reviews Day. And if you'd like to send in a review for said Tuesday Reviews Day listen ship, send an email with a hyperlink to the review at reviewparty.com at gmail.com and include your name so we can throw you credit. Where else can they get a hold of us, Matt?
You can get a hold of us on all the social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, at reviewparty.com, and Twitter at reviewpartypod. So if you just want to screenshot something or send us something that you like, the Review Party boys would probably think this is pretty good, go ahead and send it our way. And you know what else? Send yourself the way of our website, reviewparty.com.
There it is.
.com, where not only can you find all of our episodes and all of the different listening apparatus websites, you can check out the blog where we write about reviews and review tangential things. You can browse the shop. You can sign up for the newsletter to let you know when this new junk is ready for your consumption.
There are reviews and review-related content on that puppy, isn't there?
Bow wow.
But that puppy is barking. And I am barking up a storm for our band that we love. We call them Nosebleeds. You heard their jam bread for breakfast out their episode. That's right. Those guys were nice enough to let their awesome song be on every episode of reviewparty.com. They said, I asked, hey, can we use it? They said, psh, sha. They said it like that because they're really cool.
Yeah.
You can find more of their wonderful music on Spotify, Nosebleeds. You just search that one word, all right? Put a space in there, something wacky is going to come back. I've got a review to whack us out here finish off this episode. Are you ready?
I am ready.
This is a review for Geo Glass, a store in Menominee, Michigan. This one was submitted by Elijah Moisick, by the way. Thank you, Elijah.
What up?
This Google review for Geo Glass was written by Donna Wilson. She writes, "Never been there. 5 stars."
She's heard real good things, though.